A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tar Heels offense to go on the attack first. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week.
He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hands to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez. The throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Myers on the move. He makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. Lopez to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
They worked that running game. To the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Lopez to throw. That's it, fly. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. I bet it... to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the gun, looking for a man. Couldn't set his feet.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Drops back, it's Hopkins. Out wide left, it's Need. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it moving, it's Simon. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UNC! And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quick give. Uh-oh, look out. He's past the sticks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Going long. He's got it down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Need. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28. Press center downs going to the air. Left side is Skinner. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. They'll ride Davis here. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lopez throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Boston College wants to play fast. Lopez to pass. Going for 6. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just got rid of that one.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And he gets it away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Lopez to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it on the option. Gets away from 1, finds some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Gets the back moving. Lopez wants to fire. They're all over him. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
2nd down to the air. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Rushes on. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught behind the line. It's Simon. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. In traffic, it's Need. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Soft spot in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Scanning the field, it's Hopkins. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Davis. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Throwing, Lopez. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Boston College. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The play fake. He'll throw it. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what...
He's loose on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Throws it off the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
35, Boston College, 27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the quick grab.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Lopez. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Trying to take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tar Heel sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Nice. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, it's Hopkins. He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They go play action with Lopez. Had to get rid of it quickly, and he gets rid of it.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll give it to him again. Swamped immediately. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Rush right in his face. Finds a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Boston College offense has it working. Lopez, play action. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Trying to establish the run. Driven back.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athlete.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Gets rid of it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking for a crease. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Rolls right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a... make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day, but sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looking for a man. It's Hopkins. Turns it upfield. Turning it on.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, gonna throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Lopez to throw. Right side, it's Hilliard. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Boston College right back to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Caught. He's stopped.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Lopez to the air again. Going to take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Second and long here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Lopez. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. On the ground with the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. BC uses a timeout here. It's second of the half. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They want that clock to run. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Follows his blocks. It's Simon.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Making the adjustment on the play. Not much good can come out of throwing it here. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.